Hello everybody and welcome back to update number 2 on this map, and there's a chicken here. Okay, so we got a couple things done. As you can see, we got some stuff done, and it actually came up with this little color system. So if you guys take a look at this, so now when you see these colors and updates and stuff, or when you're in the game, you'll be able to understand why they're color coded. So greens, you're usually in a shop. Blue means it's a town of sorts. The capital doesn't have one because it's the capital. The game, so like if you're on a level or on a mission, it'll be in red, so like the library for instance. And then if there's a block that's in your way that you need to be able to mine through, it'll be yellow. So yeah, there's that. We also came up with a class system, so there's actually, I'll just throw a couple things away. And there you go. Okay, never mind. So you have the assassin class, the engineer class, and the spellcaster class. These don't give you anything yet, but the guardian class does give you something. It gives you a iron chest plate and a stone sword, and this is actually gonna have sharpness on it, I hope, to begin with. And then you start off in your little mission. So yeah, there's that. And if I'm gonna just get rid of that. So finish up the town in here. So the town's looking pretty good. Let me just take a look so you can see the town looking pretty good, and then there's this shop that's doing pretty well. And if you're wondering what those guys are, that's because those guys are this guy, Soul Eater. So he is a boss that you'll be facing, and since he's a wither for a special reason is because they can drop bones and coal, which can be used to trade up in shops and stuff. And so you're probably wondering where the smoke effect went. That's because the smoke effect, if I can go to game mode 3 here, see if I can find it. There it is. So the smoke effect's actually teleporting around. So the smoke effect's supposed to be able to teleport to different armor stands. So if I can find an armor stand. See, there's an armor stand there, there, and there. That smoke effect is supposed to teleport with him to those armor stands, but it kind of broke because a friend of mine broke the redstone down there, and so and I don't really know how to fix it because I'm not a redstone guy and Ookacks is, so it's kind of broken. But he is what you're going to use to get the necromancer class. So what you start off with is not necessarily going to be what you're going to have all game. You're able to take the necromancer class like the guardian class, and you can beef him up till he's like a level 5 guardian or like or level 5 engineer, level 5 spellcaster, etc. But then after that, you don't need to stick with that. And so when you kill him, and it takes he's a ton of health. It probably takes 12. It takes 12. Yeah, no, it takes. I have it written down right here. It takes 12 hits with the diamond sword. But he can drop this armor. So the death plate, which is a joke on chest plate. And did it drop the pants? It did drop the pants. And the helm of the dead. And so you notice that these actually aren't. Those aren't actually like full, because he drops them and they're broken. So we've made it so you're able to, do that and get the necromancer class. Then you can be boss with this, and then you can get a sword of the summoning, which if I can fix the redstone, when you right click with it, it's going to be able to spawn like a zombie, or whatever, but with low health, and then yeah, they can fight for you, or something like that. I don't know. I was thinking of doing that. Other classes you'll be able to find is a paladin class, a beast tamer class, and you can buy them too. So like I said, in right over here, there's like a secret shop here. You'll be able to buy stuff for a class in here, and like there's gonna be, I'll show you how the capital's coming along. Like, see, there'll be like shops here where you can buy parts of classes, and you'll actually be able to find like another class like within the maze itself. So there's mazes like all around right here. And yeah, so you can see like this little bit of a maze right here, and you'll be able to, there's chests and loot and stuff to find in other classes and stuff. So you can either like make your own, like you could have the helm of the dead, and you could be using this sword or whatever, and make your own class. But if you make your own class, sometimes it's not going to be as effective as if you just kind of keep all the classes. The necromancer class is a pretty OP class. It's probably going to be one of the best, if not the best class. So yeah, but that's just because he doesn't drop all this stuff. It took me like 4 times to kill him, to get all this stuff, and it's extremely OP. So yeah. Like here's just the enchants on each one. Pause like the video here if you want to read it. There was lore behind each one, but unfortunately, the lore made the box like so just absolutely massive that it took up 99.99% of the screen, and like it wouldn't even finish. It would show like half the text because for some reason it was glitched. And so, oh, there's a smoke effect that teleports to it, because that smoke effect's actually trying to go to each soul eater that's summoned. So yeah, it's kind of glitched out right now. But if I like kill him, let's see how long it takes me to kill this guy. Like just extremely OP class, and like then I just get like some of his stuff. So like yeah, I just got one pair of boots, and like oh wow, it's like here's an example of what of the boot of like what the pants are. Even if I put it like right here, and I just switch them. See how it like takes up so much of the screen and you can't read it all. So yeah, that was actually an older one. Yeah, this might be summoning the older one right here. So but yeah, so I had to switch that up, and yeah, he's just a really OP guy. And I think there's up to 3 levels of Necromancer, so you'll be able to get some more Necro loot eventually. His helmet kind of just disappeared. For some reason the helmets aren't lasting very long on these guys. I think it's because like the sun's trying to protect it, and then once the sun goes down, it kind of dies. But yeah, he's going to be one of the tougher bosses. And there's going to be 3 more bosses. There's going to be 3 more major bosses, and there's going to be a ton of side bosses and stuff. And yeah, so I got some more tunneling done, and that's about it for the building portion of this week's update. The only other things I'd go about talking about are that like there's going to be a lot of side missions within the tunnels, so you could actually play this entire game. Like I think there's going to be like an entire class set you can just find within the first probably kilometer of piping or walling, even though it looks like piping, but you get the point. And there's going to be multi-levels, so if you see it like on one level now, here's like floor 2, and it's actually going to wrap its way around. And yeah, so there's going to be multiple levels of flooring and that sort of stuff, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. Please comment and subscribe and stuff. Yeah, link to Ookacks' channel, who's doing a lot of the redstone. And yeah, so this is actually the sword's OP, and just everything's OP, and yeah, it's a ton of fun. Let's see. I'll see if I can. If probably by the end of next week, there might even be a beta out if a lot of it's done. So yeah, keep your eye out for that, because this first mission here is actually just about done. And yeah, so if you have any questions or whatever, leave a like or comment. This is a rough draft of this, so don't worry that like this isn't done yet. It's not going to be all just iron blocks for the spawn area. I want it to be kind of dark and gloomy and all that. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Peace out.